What's going on, everybody? We are going to get ready to get started. We got a big game coming up in just a few minutes, as in a little bit of a different location for this game. I was supposed to be actually at Nissan Stadium right now for this game, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, basically some car things that I'm gonna have to deal with, and didn't want to risk it on the road, especially with the crazy weather that could come out. Um, I've decided to stay here and enjoy the game from the comfort of Truth Studios, and we'll talk about that in just a moment as the Titans get ready to take on the Miami Dolphins, a chance to clinch the AFC South division title. And this is a very, very important game. Again, I hate I'm not actually there at the game personally, but y'all know I'm gonna cheer hard from right here. And there could be a playoff game that I might be going to in the future. So get ready to do this. So we're gonna get ready. Titans, Dolphins next on TNT Live. Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, Titan Nation. How's everybody doing? Welcome into TNT Live, as I am live from Truth Studios, aka the Man Cave. Like I said, I know probably a lot of you are wondering, why am I not at the spot today, or even at the game? Yeah, I was originally going to be at this game for the Dolphins and the Titans, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, some things I got to deal with my vehicle that I'm gonna have to get fixed and everything. I just didn't want to risk it on the road, especially with this weather coming up. Gotta make sure that I'm safe and everything. So that's the only reason why I'm actually not at the game as we speak. So y'all forgive me for that. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully everybody has had a very nice start to the new year and everything. But I am here in the Man Cave in True Studios and gonna enjoy this game and watch these Titans take care of business as they get ready to go out and try to clinch the AFC South Division title here against the Miami Dolphins. Again, make sure y'all share this show out if you haven't already, and let's pay a bill or two before we do get in. Of course, I made sure to do a quick moment of silence in tribute to the late great John Madden. If you need some TNT swag, some gear, get with me on that. You can also hit up Miss Latoya Akinyemi at queenbutterflytees@gmail.com or on Instagram at queenbutterflytees. Also, if you want any hats, you can also hit me up or my guy Out the Crib Customs. That's on Instagram at out_the_crib_customs. on Instagram, or you can hit me on any of the channels that you see on the ticker on Facebook, TNT Enforcers, IG Titans _N_truth, or on Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer. You can definitely hit me up there as well. And as always, definitely make sure you share this show out, whether it be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Make sure you help me smash that like button. Would love to get over 100 likes today. Would be nice if that could happen. That would be a great start to the new year for me. And definitely one of my New Year's resolutions, I'm definitely trying to get to 2,000 likes. So you will be helping me out. You will be doing me a great favor. So definitely help me out with that. And I much appreciate everybody who has tuned in so far. But this game, again, extremely important on both sides of the ball. There is, it's right now very cloudy. Looks like some rain is moving into the forecast, and it could change over to snow before the game is over. Of course, here in Memphis, we're already seeing some rain and also a little bit of wintry mix already. So we know that is definitely heading north to the east, heading in that direction. But this game is extremely important. I see everybody is in. Kent Woods is here. Kent, many prayers to you as you continue to get better from COVID. You're not letting COVID beat you. I appreciate that. The Mad Titan, what's up with you, sir? AZ Mick, Zach, we're going to have a good time. Titan JT, Happy New Year to you as well. And Happy New Year to everybody out there. Again, make sure y'all share this show out and bring everybody in. And we're going to get ready to get started in just a bit. The Titans are kicking the ball off, so Miami will get the ball first as we get kicked off. And a nice tackle there by Chris Jackson as Philip Lindsay was returning the kickoff. Very nice kickoff return there as Tua Tagovailoa is entering the game to start for the Miami Dolphins. And as a lot of y'all remember from Titans and Truth from the show, I said one of my keys to the game, one of my very important keys to the game is control chaos. Keep him in a pocket and, let him make some mistakes. So we got first and 10 at about the 17. Tua back to pass, and he got it to Devontae Parker. They like to throw on first down. They, I believe they throw it on first down 68% of the time. They throw on first down. They went with the play action, and they like quick passes. They don't want Tua holding the ball very long, and got it to Devontae Parker. So, that was a nice pass by Tua. Tua back to pass. They get the screen out to Gaskin. And right now, Miami, 2 plays, 2 first down, but there is a flag on the play. I love listening to the voice of Kevin Harlan. Penalty against the Dolphins, ineligible man downfield, and that's going to take the ball back. And that was on Jackson, the offensive lineman from USC, Austin Jackson, to be exact, in his second year. And right now, I would attack this offensive line of Miami. I don't think they're very good, but that's why they're trying to get the ball out as quickly as possible out of Tua's hands so that the pressure's not there on him. Man, Duke Johnson getting through a hole and picking up a big gain on first down. Miami having some early success. A nice block there by number 68 and kind of spurs them free a little bit. So right now, defense off to a kind of a rocky start a little bit. This is the healthiest the defense has been all year, but they're kind of off to a rocky start here. And there is some slick spots on the field. Duke Johnson kind of slipped a bit, and that helped the Titan defense get to him. Y'all forgive me, I'm having some issues right there. Well, we good. And so now this defense has got to keep going and watch the trick play like this right there. And Zach Cunningham, and they sniffed it out very well. They tried the jet sweep, the jet sweep shovel pass to Jalen Waddle. The Titans sniffed it out extremely well. First, Zach Cunningham kind of started it, and then Hooker, who was blocked, kind of used the blocker to help him to the play. Excellent play there by Amani Hooker and Zach Cunningham, forcing a 3rd and long for Miami. Miami 41% on 3rd down. So this is a pretty big 3rd down, 3rd and 10 here. If the Titans can get off the field, that would be pretty good. Tua's back to pass, and he is swallowed up. And there is a sack to Nico Autry, who was just activated off of the COVID list yesterday with a big play. And I would say this is maybe more of a coverage sack. It's nice to see David Long back in the game. There wasn't really anybody to go to, although Devontae Parker was kind of open. But the Titans get off the field and force a punt for the Dolphins. And Chester Rogers trying to make a return, stayed on his feet pretty good, but got it pretty much to the 30-yard line. So the defense kind of weathered a little bit of a storm a little bit, but now the Titan offense will get ready to get on the field coming up. Be right back. All right, y'all. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in today as the Tennessee Titans, the defense gets the job done. They get off the field. And, you know, this Miami team is coming in hot. They've won 7 straight after losing 7 straight. But the Titans, of course, being that consistent horse, even without Derrick Henry. And, of course, the news being that Derrick Henry has been working out quite a bit. with no issues. So we'll see if they can clear him. But they're hoping that they lock up a playoff spot and give him more time to rest. So now the Titans are on offense with Ryan Tannehill at the quarterback and with Dontrell Hilliard in the backfield. Let's see what they do here on first down. They give to Hilliard, and they maybe get about, and it looks like they might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And this front for the Miami Dolphins is very, very good up front. And this is the first time in quite some time where we would have had all five offensive linemen. We have all five offensive linemen actually starting, from Lawan Saffold, Ben Jones, Nate Davis, Quesenberry. First time in a long time that our starting five offensive linemen on the field together. No gain on first down. Tannehill going to throw. I thought he was going for A.J. Brown. Maybe he was going for McMath. Don't know exactly who that pass was going to. I think there was some miscommunication. I don't know where Ryan Tannehill was throwing that ball. I thought for a second he might have been trying to go to A.J. Brown, but it looked like McMath had a little bit of something going on too. D09, what's up? William said it's cold as ice. I understand. Third down and incomplete, and the Titans are going to have to punt the football. So the Titans are going to have to punt the ball. They were trying to go to Nick Westbrook-Akina, but Xavier Howard right there on the coverage, and we know Howard is very, very good. So the Titans are going to have to punt the football. Not exactly how we wanted to start off, but I already said it. If you go run, punt, this is fine. And now Waddle trying to return a punt, and you cannot let him get some steam. And they don't. So they get him just beyond the 30-yard line, at about the 31, 32-yard line. And so the Dolphins are back on the ball now. And, Todd Downey's going to have to call a good game. And, you're going to have to make adjustments. Like I said, you're going to have to make some adjustments, and you're going to have to make adjustments to the adjustment. You can't just expect the same things to happen. So right now, no score after each team has had a possession of the ball. Titans nothing, Dolphins nothing. Thank y'all for tuning in to TNT Live. And again, this is a very, very important game for both teams. Miami is a game out of the, and shockingly, what some people have not thought about is the Miami Dolphins are just a game behind the Patriots and the Bills for the AFC East. So they actually have even though it's an unlikely shot at the AFC East, they have an outside chance of the AFC East. So it's very, very interesting how this game could possibly play out. Of course, the Titans, they win, they clinch the division. And, of course, a couple of other games that you need to keep an eye on, that we all are going to keep an eye on here. Number one is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Right now, they are knotted up at 0-0. They're not up at 0-0 because if Kansas City loses, then the Cincinnati Bengals clinch the AFC North, and the Titans, with a victory, can get back into the number one spot and have an edge over the Kansas City Chiefs because we have tiebreaker over them. And the second game that we all need to be paying attention to as well is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. Raiders leading right now 7-0 over the Indianapolis Colts with 7:51 to go in the early going of the first quarter. So both of those games extremely important as far as the Titans are concerned, because if the Colts lose, the Titans clinch the division no matter what they do in this game. But I would rather them win and maybe even push the Colts out of the playoffs altogether. So, you know, I think the defense is definitely going to win this game for the Titans. And the Titan defense back on the field, 1st and 10, 9:54 remaining. Tua is going play action, and he overthrows Jalen Waddle. Jackrabbit Jenkins, and for right now, I'm calling him Jackrabbit because he's been doing pretty well so far. DO9 says Tannehill got to show up. I agree. We said it's cold out there. I know. I was, like I said, I was originally going to go, but had some issue with my car, and I don't want it to break down on me on the way up. So that's why I am not in attendance right now, and I am here with all of you. Gives to Duke Johnson, and they only got him for maybe about a 1 yard gain, and it sets up a 3rd and long. So again, Miami throws about 68% of the time on 1st down. So if it's an incomplete pass, they're already behind the chains. So they're behind the chains now at 3rd and 8. So this is exactly what the Titans want to be, so they can try to tee off a little bit on Tua. I love listening to Kevin Harlan. I love his voice. And here comes the pressure trying to come. Tua trying to get away, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Mac Hollins, incomplete, and the Miami Dolphins are going to have to punt the football again. Good job defensively by the Tennessee Titans. The pressure was coming from Harold Landry. Autry was trailing as well. Tua just had to get it away. And, I mean, if you give it a nice throw, Hollins probably has the 1st down there, but he missed the throw. So, Dolphins punt again. He may have a shot here. And, I mean, short punts by the Dolphins, giving the Titans good field position, but the Titans have got to take advantage of it. And there's a timeout on the field. So Xavier Zach said, I need y'all to beat the Dolphins today. Well, that's the plan. That is the plan to do so. And we'll see what y'all do as well. Because I got some money. I got some money on I got some money on the Patriots winning, although on another bet, I got Jacksonville covering the spread because their spread was about 16.5 to 17. I think Jacksonville could at least be within that mark, even though I think the Patriots will definitely win the game. So that's what I'm looking at. So Zach, Patriots don't blow them out too bad, but win the game nevertheless. So that's how I feel about that. But I mean, thank y'all again for tuning in with me. Make sure again y'all spread the show out to everybody. Let everybody know where they can come on in and join the party because we are going to have a good time nevertheless. And I'm definitely trying to take a look at my fantasy teams as well and make sure that they're doing good too because I need some wins. I mean, I'm not in the championship. I'm not in the championship bracket, but I think I'm in the consolation round as far as I'm concerned. So I need to see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm actually in a fifth place. I'm in a fifth place game right now. So I'm trying not to finish last. So I'm trying to at least be in fifth and try to do something with that. So, this is still an important game for me fantasy wise as I try to finish the fantasy season pretty strong. Let's see. we're going to see Tannehill's mindset this game, where we're going to find out. You won't regret betting on the Patriots. We'll see about that. Zach, you know how much I hate the Patriots. Let's see. Zach says, let's go offense. Let's quit being potatoes in the first half. We're back on. Titans back on the ball at about the 39 or the 38. At the 38-yard line. And they're going to give to Foreman. And Foreman pushing forward, getting about maybe 3 or 4 yards. And, you just got to chug away. D09 said, does he have the mindset of a backup or a Super Bowl starting quarterback? I hope it's the mind of a Super Bowl starting quarterback and trying to understand that you need to make a play. I'm trying not to finish last in this. I'm trying not to finish last in one of my fantasy leagues. And Dontrell Hilliard on the run, and Javon Holland, who is a very impressive safety in his own right, gets him right before he gets a first down. But it does set up a 3rd and short. I mean, nice hit by Javon Holland. I'll give him that. But that does set up a pretty short 3rd down. Sets up about a 3rd and maybe 1. So it's a 3rd and 1 here. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a sneak or try to get them off sides. They're going to give to Foreman, and Foreman goes backwards. This Miami Dolphins front is very good, ladies and gentlemen. And they lose 2 yards on that one. I mean, you can't be predictable like that. I understand it's 3rd and 1. I'm either running a sneak or you run the read option with Tannehill. Gave free reign to Robert there, to the linebacker. Nobody picks him up. Nobody picked him up. And now you're kind of in no man's land here on 4th down. I didn't like the play call either. But Brett Kerr punting again. Wow. That I think that went off of the Dolphin helmet. They're saying it went off of Chris Jackson. I think it went off of the Dolphin helmet. And if that stayed in bounds, maybe the Titans could have recovered that, but I didn't like that call. Let's see. Wade Foss says, hope we lock up the division today. We definitely going to see. D09 says, bad play. Wade saying, horrible play call. I agree. We can't win no Super Bowl with Tannehill at the helm. Coaches don't believe. Obviously, D09, I know for a long time you have been pretty much out on Tannehill. And Wade said it went off of a Dolphin. That's what I kind of thought, that it was off of a Dolphin. And, I mean, if that stayed in bounds, the Titans could have recovered. And I think that's why Chris Jackson was like, dang, you could have had a chance at recovering that. But Titan JT said defensive battle. And I think that's what it's shaping out to be. It's going to be a defensive battle, and it depends on which offense makes the bigger mistake first. And that's going to basically tell the story. So we got a timeout on the field. It's Titans nothing, Dolphins nothing, as we are right here on TNT Live. And of course, the game is now back, and I'm pretty sure the rain looks like it's probably going to start to fall a little. And we're definitely going to see. Why do the quarterbacks sneak? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. And I guess Todd Downing, Downing out thinking himself. I don't believe he's cut out. I'm starting to kind of agree with that because it sounds like, and there's a flag on the play. I'm thinking holding, or is it offsides? Illegal shift. Illegal shift. And DO9, I know some people say he don't have no weapons. Yeah. If they just throw Julio the ball, I mean, it would make all the sense in the world. So I agree. And I think, Courtney, I think you're kind of right. I think that last game against the Texans, maybe it's spooking Todd Downing a bit. It's like, well, we made those mistakes in the rain before. We don't want it to happen again. And second down, because they declined that penalty on the illegal shift. They stopped them. And in a short pass, incomplete, Christian Fulton on the coverage. Very good job there on Devontae Parker, and Fulton was all over him. Great job there. And I don't even think, and I think that was within the 5 yards, so that's perfect. Perfect coverage by Christian Fulton there, and it sets up a third down. 3rd and long for the Titans. For the Dolphins, excuse me. So they can kind of pin their ears back and come out to Tua in this situation. All right, here it go. But Dupree chasing him. Dupree's chasing him, and he's going to run him out of bounds. Dupree could have had him, but he chases him out of bounds, and the Dolphins once again will have to punt the football. Defense off to a terrific start. Bud Dupree knows he had him. Bud Dupree was right there. Got good pressure against Liam Eichenberg, the draft pick out of Notre Dame. He got inside on both guys, and he was right there. He was right there, and he ran him out of bounds. And so the punt again, this could give the Titans some more good field position. And, I mean, Chester Rogers has a chance. He gets inside, and he gets it onto the Titan side of the field. Nice little return by Chester Rogers. And Chester basically said, I'm right. I almost broke it. I almost broke it. So something is telling me Chester Rogers has a chance to break one if it comes. As long as he doesn't drop it, he has a chance to break one right there. And Zach, you're right. Our defense is going to be a huge factor in this game. It's going to come down to the defense. And as you can see, we take a look at the standings right now. This is coming into today. Right now, the Titans are 10-5, second place in the AFC, right behind the Chiefs. If the Chiefs lose and the Titans win, both teams are 11-5, and the Titans have the inside track to the number 1 seed because they have the tiebreaker over Kansas City. But also, the Cincinnati Bengals, who play Kansas City today, they have a chance to lock up the AFC North with a victory. And then you got Indianapolis, New England, and Miami, who are vying for playoff spots. And so, I mean, this is a big week for a lot of teams. And with that being said, I'm going to keep the standings up. Let's take a look at some scores right now from those important games. Right now, with 6:40 to go in the first, Kansas City 7, Cincinnati nothing. With 2:42 to go in the first quarter, it's Las Vegas 7, Indy nothing. For my guy Zach, 7-3, Patriots on top of the Jaguars. Let's see some other scores going on around the league. Baltimore, I believe, playing without Lamar Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Huntley's in, starting at quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, up 7-0 on the LA Rams right now. And I mean, wow. That's pretty interesting right there, to say the least. But we have some very important games of our own that we got to make sure we pay attention to. Buffalo up on Atlanta 7-2 in the first quarter as well. So again, big games, important games all over. Thank y'all for sticking with me. We're live from the Truth Studios, aka the Man Cave, as the Titans get the ball back in Dolphin territory. And I would like for them to get a lead before the rain really starts to come down. The Titans are at the Dolphin 46. Tannehill with a play action. And I just missed A.J. Brown. It's like he took a little off of that. So Tannehill's a bit off right now. Only 6 yards of total offense in this game so far. Tannehill 0 of 3 to begin this game. Not a very good start for Tannehill and the Titans. The Dolphins have had the ball, have ran 11 plays, and have held the ball for 6 minutes and 12 seconds. The Titans have had 2 straight 3-and-outs. And there's false start against the offensive line. And that's against Taylor Lewan, so backs him up 5 more yards and kind of takes us back towards midfield. Not a good start for the Titans offense. A very good start for the Titans defense, but the offense not looking good so far. And again, I kept saying that this Dolphin defense very good. The Titans cannot afford to make a mistake. Tannehill play action, and he got it to A.J. Brown. A.J. keeps his feet, and he gets out of bounds, and it is a first down for the Tennessee Titans. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Got it to A.J. Brown on the crosser. And that was on Xavier Howard, and the rain is starting to come down a bit. I mean, I know some of y'all might hate on me. This is part of the reason why I stayed at home, because the rain is starting to come down. The rain is starting to come down, so if the Titans can get a lead with the rain coming down, they can run the football the rest of the way. Give to Foreman, and Foreman kind of tripped over somebody and picks up a couple of yards. So, I mean, A.J. Brown essentially extremely important to this Tennessee Titans offense. And, of course, A.J. Brown is a huge target that Tannehill loves to go to. Empty backfield for Tannehill now as he motioned Hilliard away. Quick pass to Hilliard, and nothing to it. It maybe picks up about a yard on that one. I don't know. I mean, Downing is being a little predictable, even though he had that nice pass to A.J. Brown. I mean, and now we have a 3rd and 5. And as I kept telling y'all, this Dolphin defense very good, especially up front. They have some nice players at all 3 levels. You got Wilkins, you got Jalen Phillips, you got Emmanuel Agba, you got Javon Holland, who's a very good safety. And I think a small blitz could be coming here. And they're only bringing 3. And he got it to Ferkser. And did he get the first down? I think they may give it to him. We'll definitely see where they spot the football in this situation. So I don't know if they're going to give him the first down or not. We're going to see. I mean, for a second, it looked like Ferkser was not going to have it. I think he might be short. And they're going 4th and 1. And I think the offense stays on the field in this situation. And Miami calls a timeout in this situation, kind of making the Titans think about it. and the rain is starting to come down. So Titans have a decision to make. Fourth down coming right back in just a moment. All right, the commercial is back on. And it is 4th and 1. Looks like the offense will remain on the field. Of course, the Titans are about 60%, almost 61% on fourth down this season. They're trying to see Vrabel trying to get a measurement, and yeah, he's about maybe an inch or two short. So Vrabel wanted to get a measurement. He does. So now fourth down. It's a pretty big play here. This is a pretty big play here on fourth down. And if I'm the Titans, run a quarterback sneak. Either a quarterback sneak or the read option. Maybe a play action, in this situation if there's a possible dump off. But I would just run the quarterback sneak in this situation. And obviously the line is going to dig in. And they pushed Tannehill. He got the first down. He has the first down. Great job by the Titans there. They get the sneak, and then Michael Pruitt comes in and gives a push, and the Titans get the first down. So drive keeps going. And in this situation again, and that was a sneaky call by Todd Downing and Vrabel, calling Pruitt in motion, and he kind of pushes Tannehill forward, gives to Foreman. Foreman sneaks through. Foreman breaks through. And is he in? I think they get him at the 1. Deontay Foreman nearly in, get a big run there, picks up the first down, and it looked like he may have gotten in, but it looks like he might have also been down right at the 1. Got a nice break. Nice stick on Holland. Yeah, he's down before he crossed the goal line. So I think you give it back to Foreman, let him finish it. First and goal. Tannehill, drop, touchdown! Jeff Swaim! Touchdown, Titans! Touchdown, Titans! And the Titans strike first blood here in the first quarter and will lead 6-0, follow with the extra point pending. Play action call, nice call by Todd Downing here. I thought they were just going to give it to Deontay Foreman to finish it off, but Tannehill with the play fake, and then, Jeff Swaim all by himself, nothing but green ahead, and now the extra point is up, and it is good. New score as the Titans strike first blood. Titans go up 7-0 on the Miami Dolphins. We'll be right back in just a moment. I mean, had a short field to work with, a nice drive. They go for it on fourth down, 8 plays, 46 yards, took 4 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock, and they get the touchdown pass. Tannehill to Swain, and the Titans strike first blood. Titans 7, Dolphins nothing. Philip Lindsay on the return. And an 18-yard return there. And yep, the rain is definitely starting to come down. And I will say, as much as I love my team, I have no sympathy. I have no envy right now. Because in another situation, I would have been right there in it. Right out there in it. And I'm feeling pretty fine, dry right here. But Titans strike first blood and up 7-0. This could be a pretty big deal going forward. King Isaac, what's up with you, sir? And you could tell the rain is coming down, and Crookshank is coming off the field a little bit off of that. And it looks like the way it's going, looks like he's going to be okay. He's walking just fine. So he, with that, he probably has to come out for a play, and he may be right back in. And now Dolphins back on the ball at the 21, at the 26. 1st and 10. Tua. Oh, overthrows Devontae Parker. If somebody's back there, could have been a pick. And now with the weather the way it is, you want to make them one-dimensional to where they have to and now they're showing a highlight of Kansas City and Cincinnati. Kansas City was up 14-0, but Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase for a big long touchdown, 14-7. Bengals down against the Kansas City Chiefs, but they score and get on the board. Oh, fumble ball. And the Titans are going to get it. And the Titans have recovered. Elijah Moden's hands on the ball. Titans ball on the fumble by Tua. And I'm telling you, this weather, that's why I said it, that if the Titans can get a lead early, and right there, Tua faking the snap, and right when he's about to throw, that is a fumble, not an incomplete pass, and that gives the Titans the ball right back. I mean, that's what these conditions can do. And I know some guy wanted to pick up and run with it, and Elijah Moden all over that football. Titans ball. And the Titans have a chance to extend this lead in great field position. And again, I said it. Let Tua make mistakes for you. And right now, turnover for the Titans. Give to Foreman. And Foreman maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Roberts again on the stop. And Roberts, that middle linebacker, pretty darn good. I'll give him that. Elandon Roberts, the former Patriot. And, I mean, a lot of people, I said it too. The Dolphins haven't played anybody except the Ravens in this 7-game winning streak. They're facing a real deal team now. And the Titans have a chance to take a commanding lead here. They give to Deontay Foreman, gets it to about the 10-yard line, sets up a 3rd and maybe about 6. And that's what it looks like here. Yep, Tua Tagovailoa has some butterfingers, some slippery fingers at that. And the Titans have got to take advantage of this, put some more points on the board. And Ryan Tannehill is going to let the clock run out. So we are at the end of 1 as the Tennessee Titans up 7-0 on the Miami Dolphins and a chance to take more points. We'll be right back in just a moment on TNT Live. All right, y'all, I am back. As I see on 3rd and 6, the Titans get a pass to Ferkser. Looks like it's short of the first down, and they may have to kick a field goal here. Definitely apologize. I had to take a quick break and go to the men's room. And now, Bullock, kick, and the kick is good. So the Titans get some more points and now extend their lead. Titans 10, Dolphins nothing. So Titans 10, Dolphins nothing. And thank y'all for sticking with me. And like I said, I think this is a wise decision as well with Vrabel. You take the points because the rain is going to start. The rain is coming down, and it's only going to continue. The rain's not going to let up. The rain's not going to let up anytime soon. So as long as the Tennessee Titans hold on to the football, we're in good shape. So the Titans 10, Dolphins nothing. And again, with the rain, I don't feel bad at all. I hate I'm not there, but right now, I don't feel too bad. And speaking of score watching, I'm going to give y'all an update. It is Vegas, the Raiders leading the Colts 10-3 with 9:27 to go in the second quarter. And, of course, in Cincinnati, Kansas City 21, Cincinnati 7 right now. Tua with the give to Duke Johnson, and he gets a nice first down run. Now, holding on to the football may not be easy. Tackling may be a problem too. And I think so. Kansas City up 21-7. Give to Johnson again, and Johnson has had some success running the football as the game goes on. And right now, I think the Dolphins are realizing, look, keep the ball out of Tua's hands. We could have some success. So right now, the Dolphins trying to get on the move again. They give to Phillip Lindsay, picks up maybe a yard or two. Not much. Although Phillip Lindsay was a guy I thought the Titans should have went out and picked up when he got released from Houston. I thought they should have went and picked him up. They went with Foreman instead, but I understand that. Foreman familiar. And right now, the Titans are in good position. So you got a chance to win the division, but also the Colts are losing, so they can push them out of the playoffs altogether. Looked like a blitz was coming. Got a swing pass out to Lindsey. He was near the first down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. Picked up 8 yards there. And that's why, again, I thought the Titans should have picked up Phillip Lindsay. That dude, one thing he doesn't do, he doesn't fumble the ball. Number 2, he could be a high-volume back, a guy that you can use a lot in a lot of different ways. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, ball loose again. And do the Titans have it this time? Or does Miami have it? I think Miami might have recovered. So Miami holds on to the ball, but it is now 4th down. So that is 2 fumbles already. The Titans have bounced on that one. And now it's 4th and 1 here. What are they going to do? They got the shovel pass out to Smythe. Or Smith. I mean, nice call on 4th down there. Tua faked it to Gaskin, and then a quick little pass out to Smith, the tight end. I mean, nice call because I think they were expecting a run. Smythe. So that's Smythe, my bad. But 1st down, Dolphins. You can tell the Dolphins are a little desperate on this drive now. They are trying to hang in because if Tua loses the ball again, he was going for Jalen Waddle. Nice job there by Elijah Molden. Yeah, that was just a nice little soft pass. And Smythe, nobody in front of him, only needed about a yard or 2. He got it. And right now in Miami, they're trying to wonder if Tua is the guy. They're trying to wonder, should we invest long-term in Tua? Like in Cincinnati, I think they're going to invest long-term in Joe Burrow. And now Tua faked, and Tua throws it in the ground because the pressure was coming. And Vrabel is thinking intentional grounding. I don't know if they're going to throw a flag. Yeah, I mean, this could have been intentional grounding, although they may say Gesicki was, I guess, in the area, but they possibly could have called intentional grounding right there in that situation. Anyway, it's 3rd and long for Miami. Give to Johnson, and Johnson gets some yards, but not enough for the 1st down, and they may have to kick the field goal here. And it's good to see David Long back in the football game. He's been out for the last 6 games due to a hamstring, but it is nice to have him back. And I honestly think that David Long, Zach Cunningham, and Monty Rice are the future at inside linebacker. Now, Jason Sanders is 20 of 27 on field goals, and with the rain coming down, this is a 39-yard attempt. I wouldn't call this a chip shot. With the wind and rain, and the Dolphins get on the board. So, new score. My Titans still leading 10-3 over Miami. As we go to commercial. So, I mean, the Titan defense holds, but they had a chance for another turnover, and they just couldn't get on the ball on that, and then the 4th down. Again, Vrabel was calling for that, but the refs obviously thought that I guess Gesicki was in the area where Tua was throwing the ball, and that's why they didn't call for it. I thought they should have called it too. But again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to TNT Live as we are from the Truth Studios here in Memphis, aka my man cave. Thank y'all for tuning in and everything. And we're having a really good time. And I just appreciate everybody being here. Again, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you help me out by sharing this show out. And go ahead and give me a like. I'm trying to get to 100 likes today with this live stream. So I know some other people are probably watching Titan Upload as well. And so again, definitely make sure y'all tune in and join me for that. And you won't regret it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do subscribe and follow any of the channels on the ticker below. And you'll get a lot of content. And you'll also get, if I can put out some updates and things like that, I'm going to do better to do that. Got a lot of big things coming in the future for TNT and for Titans and Truth on the way. So again, if you like some TNT swag, some Titans and Truth t-shirts or hats, definitely get with me and I can get you with my friends who are supporting me on this. I believe the shirts are 20 up to extra large and 25 for double X or bigger. And hats, I believe, are 40, and I think that does include shipping if I'm not mistaken on that. So you can reach out to me. You can also reach out for the shirts to Miss Latoya Akinyemi on Facebook, also on Instagram at Queen Butterfly Tees, or on her email at queenbutterflytees@gmail.com. And also Out the Crib Customs for the hats, and that's at out_the_crib_customs as well. And then there's my email address also. And again, they're doing a tribute to John Madden, of course. Rest in peace to the late, great John Madden. Loved hearing his voice. And I mean, he meant a lot to a lot of people, myself included. The Titans getting back to football, up 10-3. And Zach says Vrabel knows more than the rest. Well, Vrabel is on the competition committee. So he, when it comes to like calls and the way games are officiated as far as competition, he is on that committee. So I'm sure he brings this up quite a bit. So the Titans back on the ball. Tannehill gives to Foreman, and Foreman pushing through and picks up about 7. Oh, well, no, he picked up about 4. Nice gain there, 4 yards. And, of course, right now they're talking about Tennessee and Kansas City. Kansas City needs to lose. But if Kansas City wins, they have a chance to pretty much almost lock up the 1 seed. But I'm hoping that the Titans keep it so that that does not happen. 2nd and 6 now. Give to Foreman again. And Foreman keeps pushing, and he's near a first down. They may get him short by a yard, but he keeps turning, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and about 1. Jalen Phillips on the stop there. And I like Jalen Phillips. I liked him coming out of Miami, a guy that I thought the Titans was very much close to drafting. And, even though we got Rashad Weaver, who I think will be very impressive when he comes back from injury. Of course, he's out for the season, and hopefully his legal issues get worked out to where he can continue with the team. And it's now 3rd and 1. And we remember what happened the last time on 3rd and 1. And Tannehill has a chance and get the dump off to Swain, and that is a first down. It looked like Tannehill was going to run it, and then at the last second, Baker turned around to Tannehill, leaving Swain, and then he just easily dumped it off. Great job by Tannehill. He saw that Baker was coming to him, and Swain, all they needed was 1 yard, and they got it. So good job by Tannehill recognizing what was going on because it looked like he was going to run there. So first down, Titans. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. First and 10 right at almost at the 40, at their own 40. Tannehill throwing. Caught A.J. Brown. Cross midfield to about the 45 of the Dolphins, and the Titan offense is on the move again. First down, Titans. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. That play action can be a very dangerous weapon. And we missed A.J. Brown. I mean, he had 11 catches, 145 and a score last week, 10 days ago against San Francisco. He's got 2 for 41 right now. They give to Foreman. Foreman trying to stay on his feet. Picks up 5 yards there. So it's 2nd and 5. A.J. Brown back in. And obviously some news came out this morning from Diana Rossini, who said that Derrick Henry has been doing some jogging in cleats this week. And it looks like we could be having the return of the King. The King could be on his way back very, very soon. And if the King comes back, and with the situation that we're in, I think teams around the NFL could be terrified of what could happen. They give to Foreman, and wow, nice pursuit by Jalen Phillips. Excellent pursuit by Jalen Phillips of the Dolphins. And Michael Pruitt is down, and it does not look good. Oh, man. That does not look good. That did not look good at all. We're taking a timeout. Michael Pruitt, who's probably been the better tight end, is down, and it did not look good at all. Timeout on the field. Titans up 10-3, but man, that's not good at all. All right, y'all. Working out the kinks right now, but we're definitely going to get a report as soon as we can to find out the condition of Michael Pruitt. But man, it did not look good from what I was seeing. It was something, looked like it was something with the right leg, and it did not look good. All right, y'all, we're coming back, but yeah, that did not look good at all. I mean, it looked like the leg completely bad, and they called out the cart. So I mean, Michael Pruitt, who has been a very nice tight end, probably the Titans' best tight end, and unfortunately carted off. It looks like I think his season is done, and that's not good. That means more pressure on Michael Pruitt and Jeff Swain, and I hate it for him. I hate it for Michael Pruitt, who I thought was probably our best tight end, and this is going to make going into the offseason, tight end is our weakest spot. They're going to have to get a tight end at some point in the offseason. I mean, there is one on the other side that the Titans could really look at by the name of Mike Gesicki. So he was probably their best blocking tight end as well. 3rd and 7, and Chester Rogers down, and I think there's a flag, and it's going to be pass interference, and I think the Titans are going to keep the ball. But, yeah, definitely sending out some get well wishes to Michael Pruitt. It looked like he broke his leg. And, Michael Pruitt, I think he's done for the season off of that one. And it's just unfortunate because I thought he was our best weapon. I thought he was our best tight end. And the Titans catch a break. It was on 3rd down, pass interference on the Dolphins. And see, it's 5 yards. Wow. And see, he tried to say, well, he tugged on me, but he was dragging on him the whole time. So, I mean, that is a pass interference all the way. And now give to Foreman again. And I like how Foreman keeps pushing. And now they stop, so they pick it up about maybe 6 on that one. And we're gonna have to see as far as other tight ends that could be available. But yeah, we're gonna have to get a tight end because we only had 3. And I believe Torrey Carter, who is a fullback, I am not sure if he's active at all. Blasting game could be kind of an H-back as well. So, I mean, you could see a lot of him kind of in the H-back situation with that. So, now give to Dontrell Hilliard. And, I mean, game tackle, Dolphins again stacking them up, setting up. It said 3rd and 1. I'm like, I'm thinking maybe it's a little bit more than that. Maybe like a 3rd and 2. And right now they're saying that the rain is picking up, the wind is picking up. The temperature started off at about 40. It's already down to 38. So now we got a 3rd and 1, 4:18 to go. If the Titans can go up 17-0 in this game, I mean, that's huge. And look at that. The read option, Tannehill easily with the 1st down and a little bit more. And again, that has always been the Tannehill special. That read option or the play fake where he can run it.
As has been documented many times, was started out his career.
We are back. And looks like a timeout called by the Titans now with 3.5 minutes to go. Obviously, Tannehill saw something he did not like and called a timeout. And, this is a very important game for Tannehill as he has not turned the ball over at all. And I know there's a lot of people that's been ready to give up on Ryan Tannehill, myself included. And I too am at fault. I'm not going to even lie about that. I have criticized also, but Tannehill, for all that he has dealt with, as far as with all the injuries, with his weapons being out, and Julio, we haven't really gotten a lot from Julio. Tannehill has stayed the course, and so now it's first down after the timeout. Tannehill try to get rid of it and not get it picked off, and off the fingertips of Nick Westbrook-Akina, and that did not look like a good play off jump. And Needham looking like something happened with his hand. And that was a dangerous pass. That was almost near Jerome Baker. It could have been picked off. And really, Nick Westbrook-Akina pretty much doing a good thing, getting his hands up, because Baker could have picked that off. And Deontay Foreman breaks through. Deontay Foreman's in. Touchdown Titans. Deontay Foreman gets the score. And the Titans have a chance to go up 17-3. Nice run by Deontay Foreman. Oh, that was a nice run. It looked like when he got up, he saw the hole pretty good, ran behind Saffold, and then had some room, and then it was done but daylight after that. Nice run by Deontay Foreman. And now Randy Bullock tacks on the extra point, and the Titans are having a commanding 17-3 lead on the Miami Dolphins as we are closing in on the end of the first half. Deontay Foreman, big-time touchdown for the Tennessee Titans. Titans up 17-3. Oh, it feels good to be a Titan fan right now.
It like it's King Kong countdown. It's about to get rough. Here come the train, y'all. Tennessee, tighten up.
Tighten up. Let's get tightened up. Tighten up. Let's get tightened up. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong.
Tighten two step, step, step to the right. Do the tighten two step, step, step to the left.
Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Okay, all right. Titans got your hands all night, all right. Okay. Titans gonna win anyway.
Wow, what a job by Deontay Foreman. As the Titans have a huge lead, 17-3. Foreman, 12 carries, 61 yards in that score already. as the Miami Dolphin offense goes back on the field. As the Dolphin offense goes back on the field. And I mean, man. Now Tua back on the field. And I mean, the Dolphins have not done much of anything. And wow, was going for Gesicki and Christian Fulton again on the stop. And Fulton having a much better game this week than he did last week against the San Francisco 49ers, where he was slipping all over the place.
This is just the first target of Gesicki the entire game. And it's such a factor in a mismatch.
And D09 touchdown. Yeah, Zach, like, let's go. That whole 61-yard performance already. Yes, absolutely. Titans on fire. I think they are. 2nd and 10, and Duke Johnson not picking up much right there. And it sets up another 3rd and long situation of 3rd and 9. Titans up 17-3 with just a little under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do. They're 0-5 on 3rd down. They keep this pressure on. Tua's going to have to throw and make some throws downfield, and that could play into the advantage of the Tennessee Titans, where the Titans could just basically, drop back. And Tua got it to Gesicki, stopped by Cruikshank, but it is a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 on 3rd and 9 and put him up to the Miami, where they got to put him, 42-yard line.
And that was a play on Dane Cruikshank, who has done a pretty good job on tight ends this season, as he's done a very good job against Kelsey and Kittle this year. But that was just the first catch by Gesicki. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go. Titans up 17-3 on the Miami Dolphins. And remember, that lucky number was 13. They've gotten past that, so it's looking pretty good. Titans up 17-3, 2-minute warning. right, y'all. We are back as we have hit the 2-minute warning. And the Titans, of course, Ryan Tannehill, 7 of 11, 58 yards and a touchdown. Had a big run on third down as well. And now the Dolphins with 2 minutes to go. Hopefully the Titans can tee off. They already have a sack on Tua. And Tua trying to roll to his left. And what's that ball on the ground? But they're going to give it to Gesicki. And now the Dolphins are on the move. They're trying to get within a score. It's right now a 2-score lead. Gesicki again on the catch. He's going deep. Oh, and Amani Hooker had an interception in his hands. Oh, Amani, you got to catch that. And Amani is usually very sure-handed. Amani Hooker. Amani Hooker, that's an easy one. Oh, man. Amani Hooker. That should have been an easy pick for Amani Hooker. And Tua gets bailed out. And now on the pressure. Tipped up. And Elijah Molden tipped it up and nearly could have picked it off again. And that sets up another third down. Elijah Molden having a nice game as well. And Elijah Molden has gotten better and better and better every single week. So now third and 10 again. And I mean, Miami just 1 of 6 on third down. They've been in a lot of third and long situations so far. I know. I'm like, almost intercepted. I'm like, I'm with you too. Tua dropping back. But that tells you he's going to throw you one. And that was dropped. Incomplete pass. But could they be calling PI? They call holding against the offense. And they declined the penalty, so the Dolphins may have to punt. One-handed drop. Parker tried to make it look like he caught the ball, but no, that bounced completely off the turf. And the Titans now call a timeout.
Tennessee's taking a timeout, and they've got one. And they're about ready to get this punt, we think. Nice and halftime report coming up with JP and Company.
And once again, let's take a look at some scores from other games. Buffalo up on Atlanta 14-12 with 1:06 to go in the first half. Chicago all over the Giants 19-3. The games that we're most paying attention to, 46 seconds to go in the second. Kansas City 28, Cincinnati 14. Although Cincinnati is at the Kansas City 28, so they could kick a field goal and make it 28-17. Vegas up on Indy 13-10 at the half. And the punt happens, and the Dolphins punt it to the Titans, and the Titans now have a chance with 1:04. If they can get in the field goal range, maybe make it 20-3, or dare I say 24-3, and really put this game behind the 8 ball for the Miami Dolphins. So this is an important drive because remember, here's the thing. The Titans can get a score, and they get the ball to start the second half as well. So they have a chance for 2 for 1. And they're going to give a run, which probably sound like they're going to just take it into the locker room.
Well, Tennessee only with one timeout down near their own end zone. I anticipate they're just going to try and run this clock out and get into halftime.
They're going to run the clock out in Miami. They're not calling a timeout either. So
2 of 3 beat San Francisco here 10 days ago, 2017, after trailing 10-0 at the half. Second down 8.
All right. So we got a 2nd and 8 after the run by Foreman. Almost got a guy to jump. And Foreman nearly could have gotten out of bounds to stop the clock. Near a first down, and the clock, it looks like they're going to take it to the half. So the Tennessee Titans at the half, a nice first half after a turnover by Tua and almost a near turnover. The Tennessee Titans up 17-3 as we go into the locker room. We'll talk about this game at halftime in just a moment right here on TNT Live. We'll be right back. We'll be right back in just a minute. All right, y'all. Got the music playing in the background, but so far, I will say, Deontay Foreman has run very well in this game. The defense doing what they do best. and that is take care of business. Titans up 17-3. And right now, Vegas doing their job, up 13-10 on the Indianapolis Colts at the half. So we are halfway to the AFC South Division title. And of course, snow in Buffalo, and probably snow in New England too. At least not yet. They're not as far north. Jacoby Myers, who I just put on my fantasy team, scores a touchdown. They're up 28-3 over Jacksonville. The Tennessee Titans up 17-3 over Miami. Tannehill 7 of 11, 58 yards and a touchdown pass. Deontay Foreman 14 carries, 70 yards and a touchdown. And of course, A.J. Brown 2 catches for 41. The Tennessee Titans have ran 30 plays. They're outgaining Miami 142-109. And they've held Miami to 51 rushing yards. And of course, have held them to a very important stat of 1 of 7 on third down. To 1 of 7 on third down. And so that's a very big deal when it comes to that. And Titans have already gotten 2 sacks on Tua in this ball game. And I am very much impressed again with this defense. This defense just continues to shine. And they're going to be a problem. And, you know, as long as the offense just does not screw things up, I think they have a very good chance of doing a lot of damage in the playoffs. Again, Tannehill 7 of 11, 58 yards, a touchdown. But, hey, he ain't turned the ball over. He did not turn the ball over. That is a major accomplishment right there. So that's the main thing right there. They didn't turn the ball over. You know, the defense playing extremely well, getting after Tannehill. Zach Cunningham with 4 tackles. Amani Hooker with 4 tackles. Should have had an interception. Christian Fulton's having a nice game as well. Danico Autry, another sack, which I believe makes 9 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. So they're saying Tua got sacked twice, but there's only one that's been done. I think he got sacked a second time. Maybe they gave it to Bud Dupree in that situation. I'm gonna definitely try to find that out. But the Tennessee Titans, they're well on their way to a division championship, back to back, and I am very much impressed. Let me get your comments. Let me know what y'all are thinking so far of what's going on so far with the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titan Logic says tighten up. D09, a warrior, WORRIER. I still love you, D. He's saying, I'm worried about the offense for the playoffs, even with Henry back. I'm not that worried. If Derrick Henry could get a little bit of rust off next week, if he indeed is activated, I would be fine with that. And, I mean, I just think they need to knock some dust off before getting ready for the playoffs. Zach says, finish it off and get the division. That's what we're trying to do. That is exactly what we're trying to do. And, again, the scenario, if I have it up, is simply this. Here it is. Here's the scenario. A Titans win or a Colts loss, Titans clinch the AFC South. Right now, the Titans are 30 minutes away from clinching the AFC South because the Titans are winning and the Colts are losing, which is a very good thing. And also, we won't have to really worry about the whole clinching the playoff situation because right now,
sure it sound right, boys.
New England is beating the brakes off of Jacksonville right now, and Baltimore is currently ahead. Baltimore is currently ahead of the Rams 13-7, and then the Chargers have yet to play. But right now, we clinched the division, nothing else to worry about. We're in. And right now, it's a 28-17 game at the half with Cincinnati and the Bengals. So Kansas City ain't ran away with it just yet. Cincinnati got a field goal before the half, and so it's gonna be a dogfight to the finish.
It sound right, boys.
So this is going to be a very interesting game indeed. Very interesting second half. So let's see. Laurel saying Henry and Foreman for the playoffs. Let's just get the win today. Agreed. And I love the combination of Henry and Foreman in the playoffs. I love that combination. I think that's going to be a very dangerous combination. And then you throw in Dontrell Hilliard and maybe a Jeremy McNichols in that situation. And I like our running game. You know, running game is important in the playoffs. And that's something that the Titans do have. Philomatic says, Titans looking good. Best weapon is Foreman. Let him eat. Second best weapon is Mother Nature. Continue to do your thing, sister. Tua is struggling in the elements. Well, I think we've learned our lesson from the first time we played against Mother Nature. Because Mother Nature kicked our tail. Mother Nature kicked our tail the first time. And this time, Mother Nature is kind of doing a number on the Miami Dolphins. I'm also taking a little, let's see, Foreman scoring. I need Tannehill to get a couple of yards. Obviously, let's see. I need A.J. Brown to get about another 20 yards. Jalen Waddle, I need a lot from him. I wouldn't mind if he gets a big play and maybe not a touchdown, but,
Sound right, boy.
you know, it's a lot going on. And this Titan team, they could be a dangerous play in the playoffs. But definitely the most important thing, one thing that the Titans have struggled with a lot this last year was getting off the field on third down. They're not having that problem. They're not having that problem this year. Absolutely not. Nowhere near having that problem. So defense has done a great job. 2 sacks, held Miami to 1 of 7 on third down, and a fumble recovery. So I think they gave a sack to Bud Dupree. Let's see, Tua. Yeah, they're showing the fumble. They're showing the fumble. They're showing they got the sack, and then Foreman gets a nice run. Again, him and Derrick Henry together, I like it. I like it a lot. And now we are back for the second half. Titans, Dolphins. Ball security definitely was an issue. Yeah, Philip, I did see that. And as soon as I knew, I have to admit, as soon as I saw Brock Lesnar introduced into the match, I'm like, they're going to screw Big E over. And unfortunately, they did. they're terrified of Brock Lesnar, obviously. And now, 1st and 10, they give it to Foreman again to start the second half. Did pretty good. Zach says, I'm back. Let's go. And, wow, a Dolphin is down, and that's Elandon Roberts, who has been probably their best defender so far tonight. And he's down. And if he's out for an extended period of time, that might open up the middle of the field. That could make Dante Foreman even more dangerous. But I agree. They did Big E dirty last night. I didn't think they should have put Brock Lesnar in that match. I think they should have kept it the way it is and maybe have him and Roman Reigns go at it at the Royal Rumble. That's what I thought they should have done. But again, Vince McMahon is scared of Brock Lesnar. I think we all can see that. I think we all know that. He's scared of Brock Lesnar, and obviously he's big money, according to them. But now you know what's going to happen. Now that the strap is on Brock, you're not going to see him again until the Royal Rumble. And probably after that, not going to see him again until WrestleMania. So pretty much, Brock Lesnar is going to hold the WWE Championship hostage for a long time. And nobody is going to question making him come back. And I don't like that one bit. So that's that on that. Kentwood says Dolphins are overrated. Well, they hadn't played nobody until now. And so, you know, I think we're exposing the Dolphins because they're facing off. They're facing off against a real team now. You know, we're not Carolina. We're not the Jets, even though we lost to the Jets. We're not, you know, some of these bottom feeding teams that they've been feeding on. You know, this is a legit football team that they're playing against. So they better realize you want to make it in this league, you're going to have to play better than this. And elements are going to play a role. And, you know, the elements are going to be a factor in the playoffs because we're going into the winter. And it's only going to get colder. And it's only going to be snow. Ooh. He got land on top on. Man. They got to take advantage of Roberts being out. They go with a screen to Swain, and Swain picks up a few yards, which looked like it could have been a loss, but he picks up a few yards, and, I mean, make something out of nothing there. Jeff Swain, it looked bad, but got a few and nearly close to a first down. So sets up a 3rd and 2 here, and the Titans really have a chance to seriously kind of put this game away right here on this drive. Tannehill rolls out, got it to Chester Rogers, gets out of bounds, first down. Titans will keep the drive alive and keep it going. Nice route by Chester Rogers. And the Titans will keep it going. First down, Titans. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Phil says cold and freezing equals King's weather. I agree. It is definitely the weather fit for a king as winter is coming. And the king, I think Deontay Foreman lost the ball. And that was something that the Titans had issue with, was ball security. We said ball security would be a question in this game. The ball looked like it was coming out. And Miami says they have it. But the ref is saying second down. Definitely get challenged. And it looks like the Dolphins are going to challenge it. Oh, I don't know. Did that ball start to look like it was coming out? But it also did look like Foreman still had possession. And a play was ran. And there's Jeremy McNichols. And a play was ran. I'm kind of surprised that the challenge flag wasn't thrown. I actually thought that might have been a mistake by Brian Flores to not throw the challenge flag there. He had it in his hand, but he decided not to throw it. Very interesting. Titan 3 of 7 on third down, but they have had average around maybe 3 to 4 yards. Gets the screen to Dontrell Hilliard. He has room. He's got the first down and more. Gets the block he needs. He keeps going. Can he score? There's a flag on the play.
Flag was thrown back about the 24 out of bounds at the 4 and a 54-yard play.
And I think it's against Miami.
And a big-time block along that path. And they may have called him for the penalty. He's out there, but I believe it's, now let's see here.
I don't know what the call is.
I thought it was a clean block by Rodgers.
So we're trying to see what, is there a call or is it going to be good? That's a BS call.
Of course, we're seeing it in real time. Now let's take a look at it. Van Ginkel.
Oh, that's a BS call there. That is a BS call. His back was not turned. They're saying it's a blindside block.
If it's a peel back block, this block does not look like a peel back block. It looks more like it's along the line of scrimmage. So, or not the line of scrimmage, but it looks like it's parallel to how the field's going.
Now they call it at the spot of the foul, so I think the Titans get the first down.
Now, by rule, a blindside block is when a player either is blocking parallel or back toward his goal line.
So it is
This
parallel.
direction is back toward the goal line. The other question, though, that you may have is this an attacking block? I think there's enough there, but that would be the part I was.
Man, that was a BS call there. But the Titans do get the first down. They're in Dolphin territory. That's a BS call right there. I'm like, come on.
Either way,
And,
Trent was close.
Yeah, it was.
you know,
And so Gene says from a directional
and of course, hearing the ref you suck chants to the crowd, from the crowd, definitely not going to help the refs in this case.
enough for a first down for the Titans.
So we got the first down, but they, took the penalty back from the spot of the foul after we got past the first down marker. Foreman back in the game. Let's make sure he holds on to the ball. Play action. Tannehill getting away from the pressure. Goes deep. May have a guy. Oh, it's off of A.J. Brown's hands. That could have been a touchdown right there. That would have been a backbreaker for Miami. AJ could have caught that one. And AJ probably thinking there should have been a flag, but I don't think so. Yeah, the Dolphins did get some pressure up and went deep to Brown in that situation. Kind of a dangerous pass, but Brown should have caught up with it. 3rd and 6 now. Oh, and it gets crushed. Jalen Phillips. No, that was Jerome Baker. And we were going to say that the Titans haven't given up a sack all game. And, that was a terrible block. That was a terrible block by Jeremy McNichols. McNichols usually a better, and thanks to the refs, instead of it being like a 1st and goal, it is they have to punt the football. And the Titans are going to let that ball bounce. And they are inside of the 2-yard line. And that was just a bad job by Jeremy McNichols there, not picking up the block. Titans up 17-3. That is a BS call. I know you hate Tannehill, D09. I still love you, though. Like I said, I almost turned against him, too. 17-3, Titans up on the Dolphins. So far, it's exactly the type of game that I thought it was going to be. Good defensive game. Titans doing just enough. All right, we are back, and 17-3. They were just showing a graphic of that long game that lasted almost 6 hours, and you could tell the Titans are hungry. They're hungry. I just saw Big Jeff. They're hungry. They want to get Tua in the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 2. I would bring everything. And Tua tried to get out of the end zone, and he barely got out. And also, for everybody that's interested, Kansas City holding on early in the 3rd quarter, 28-24. Kansas City up on Cincinnati, and they nearly got to him. First Landry, and then Simmons was coming. So Kansas City only up 4 on Cincinnati. Indianapolis has taken the lead over Vegas, 17-13. So those are the games we're paying attention to. Second down, and Tua trying to get it out. Got it to Devontae Parker. CJ, I agree. That was not a blindside block. CJ said our quarterback is good enough. D with that is good enough with that offensive line. I mean, the offensive line has had its struggles. And now they give to Gaskin. And now they're showing the great game that it is. Another touchdown pass to Jamar Chase. And I'm glad I got him on my fantasy team. Jamar Chase is giving me money, baby. He's scoring me points in fantasy. And like I said, Cincinnati clinches the North with a victory and gives us a chance at the number 1 seed if Kansas City falls. So and now there's 3rd and 1, so he was short. Let's see. One of my fantasy teams I'm winning. Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is on both of my fantasy teams. And in both, he is making me look good. And now 3rd down, and Jacoby Brissett is in the game. And Bud Dupree hits him and was going for Jalen Waddle. Is there a flag? And there is a flag on the play. They're gonna call roughing the passer. Oh, that's a BS call. He just let the ball away. That is a BS call. That is not roughing the passer. That is not roughing the passer. Dad, they're saying, well, arm hit the helmet. They say arm hit the helmet, so that's why they called it. That's a BS call. Man. No, it's no score, but it's 1st down. Now they just called a roughing the passer call on the Titans there. Man. Zach, nobody cares the Patriots are 41-3. Nobody cares about that. Might have gotten back. And Smythe. And right now the tight ends are kind of cooking on our defense a little bit. But that is why I do not like the combination of Cunningham and Evans together. I prefer Cunningham and Long together, or Long and Evans. I don't like seeing Cunningham and Evans together. Tua on the bootleg. Off the hands of Jalen Waddle, who has been targeted 4 times, but no catches. So, Dio9 said we need to score more points. But here's the thing. With these elements, the way that it is, I am perfectly fine with this type of ball game. If the defense holds here, then that's fine. Defense holds, that's fine. Oh. Went high, but they don't call the flag, so that's good. He may have gotten a yard there and sets up a third down.
Makes the catch. 26.
Not a face mask, but that was close. That was close.
Maybe get 4 down for a minimal gain.
And it sets up a third and sets up a third and long again. 3rd and 9 for the Dolphins. Titan defense needs to tighten up a bit because kick a field goal is 17-6. And Tua is stacked up by Harold Landry. Sack number 12 for Harold Landry. And as I've always said, first off, wait, I gotta say it. Sack! And as I've always said, pay that man. With every sack, Harold Landry's contract gets that much more expensive. Pay that man. And now they got a kick from 53. Oh. Off the goalpost. No good. Off of the crossbar. I thought that was going to be roughing the kicker or running into the kicker. But off of the crossbar from 53. Off the crossbar and just in the air for a bit and just steps right in front. Wow. Dion says, I live in Florida, tired of these Dolphins. I understand. But wow, off the crossbar. Trying to make sure it's all clear and good. So, man, big time job by the Tennessee Titans defensively, shuts them out of the end zone. And again, let's see some scores from around the league. Chicago all over the Giants 29-3. Cincinnati with the ball, 3rd and 7, 8 minutes to go. They're down 4. The Raiders have the ball with 2:47 to go in the third, down 17-13. Tampa Bay is getting destroyed by the Jets right now. Well, not destroyed, but they're down 24-10. And the Rams down 16-7 to the Baltimore Ravens. And, man, one of my bets is not looking real good. So there's a man. I had the Rams winning by 6.5, but they're not looking good. Excuse me. One of my other bets is definitely not looking good either. So, man, we got some problems, y'all. But once again, the most important game of the day, Titans up 17-3. They get the ball back after that missed field goal. And so now and right now, Joe Burrow's closing in on 300 yards. Patrick Mahomes only 214. Bengals have the ball right now, so that's a good-looking ball game right there. Titans with the ball back. Tannehill gives to Foreman, and Foreman squeaks through, maybe picks up about 3 yards there. Up to the 46. Trying to see how the rain is looking now. So if anybody's there at the game, let me know how the weather is looking. Yeah, I agree. If the sack doesn't happen and they had to kick a field goal, it might have been good. And it may have been a 17-6 ball game instead of it being still 17-3. Tannehill drops back. He's going to let go, give it to Chester Rogers, gets outside. And I'm thinking they could have threw a flag for a late hit if he was out of bounds, but picks up a few yards, and it sets up a short third down. And now it's setting up a 3rd and 1. Yeah, it looked like it stopped raining for now. And wow, A.J. Brown in the backfield here in this situation. And gives it to, I believe that's Blasingame. Now they gave it to Dontrell Hilliard. Looked like they were going to fake fullback and maybe a fake pitch to A.J., but Hilliard picks up the first down and keeps the chains moving. Titans 17, Dolphins 3. And Cincinnati having the ball 3rd and 8. They're at the Kansas City 36, down 28-24. The Raiders with the ball, 2nd and 10 on their own 43. They're down 17-13. So remember, with a victory or a Colts loss, the Titans clinch the AFC South. A loss by Kansas City, the Titans would be in the number 1 spot with 1 week to go. Deontay Foreman breaks away again, gets a block, and he keeps on his feet, picks up some more yards, and that is yet another first down, but there is another flag on the play. And they call holding. Oh, this officiating crew is just making some stupid calls. I would like to see a replay on that. They called it on Jeff Swain, and they're showing the replay. Oh, man. Foreman could have had another big run. Instead, it's called back. Foreman's at 18 carries, 85 yards. He's close to 100. And like I said, once you get the lead, you can run the ball the rest of the way. But Tannehill tried to go to A.J. Brown. Incomplete, but it looks like a flag on the play. Looks like pass interference, automatic first down. So maybe the refs are like, we feel bad for that last one. We'll give it right back. Yeah, that's a good call. He was tugging on him. That's a good call. So basically, the yards that they lost on the hold, they get back on the pass interference. I definitely didn't see a push off. Wow. They've only had 3 pass interference calls all year, and they've had 2 today. And now another flag, which is going to probably be another hold. Wow. My goodness. My goodness. These penalties are starting to add up, and it's not a good look at all. I mean, that's 4 penalties now on the Titans. And, I mean, early on, we were playing pretty clean. No penalties, no issue. Now the penalties are starting to rack up really on both sides. Middle screen, gets it to Hilliard. Doesn't pick up much. And it sets up 2nd down and 17. And they're showing Buffalo up 22-15 on Atlanta I need them to score a little bit more. Buffalo could clinch a playoff spot with a win and a Baltimore loss, or win and a loss by Vegas and the Chargers. Oh, now the Titans have fumble issue, but they get back on it. Look like a slip of the. I mean, Mother Nature is playing her part. I didn't like this kind of play anyway. I guess Foreman, Hilliard thought it was a fake. Tannehill was handing it off. I think Foreman thought it was a fake. I don't even think Hilliard thought. It seemed like Hilliard didn't think he was going to get the ball. 13 seconds to go on third down. They're going to have to get a playoff. And McNichols getting a run. And the Titans are going to have to punt the ball to start the fourth quarter. So we're heading into the fourth. Titans are 15 minutes away from being the AFC South Division champs for a second straight year, but they got to finish the job going into the fourth quarter. Titans 17, Dolphins 3. Just saw my guy Goodman, a.k.a. Bonfire, on the field. Oh, no wonder there was a fan on the field. Wow, that was interesting. I guess everybody gets a kick out of it. There was a fan on the field, basically, I guess, excited. So they'll get kicked out of the stadium. And another nice punt by Brett Kern. Inside of the 10 at about the 6-yard line. Another nice punt by Brett Kern.
Approximately 50 staff members and Titans season ticket holders worked on cleaning up debris from a neighborhood that was devastated by the tornado's impact. And I know those people need all the help they can get.
Absolutely. And I see one of my Phi Beta Sigma brothers was a part of the cleanup crew. And yes, definitely prayers out to all of those impacted by the tornadoes and everything that's going on. Of course, the wildfires out. On the West Coast and everything. Hopefully everybody will be okay with what's going on out there. So prayers up to everybody in Kentucky, everybody in Illinois, and well, it's snowing here in Memphis. So I know the snow is heading up to the Nashville area at some point today. So hopefully y'all be safe with this weather. To a 2nd and 10. And Duke Johnson gets the first down, although it looked like he didn't fully have it. And he extended the ball. I wasn't sure if he had full control of it. But right now you're up 17-3. No need to try to challenge anything. And so Miami, Tua, 11 of 24, 128 yards. He nearly had a pick and could have thrown another one, but also has had the fumble. They're going reverse. Gesicki throwing and for nobody. So you could tell Miami's desperate, just figuring, try something to see if it works. So they went reverse to Jalen Waddle, back to Gesicki. Gesicki throwing the ball, and I mean, just out of the hands of Jackrabbit Jenkins, which could have been a disaster for the Miami Dolphins. I like Mike Gesicki. If he makes it to free agency, the Tennessee Titans should jump all over him. And the Titans look like they're bringing a blitz. They're going screen to Duke Johnson, and David Long with the stop there, setting up a third down. And the Tennessee Titans trying to hold this lead and go ahead and clinch the AFC South. Of course, on the other side, Kansas City with 1:11 to go in the third, still up by 4, 28-24 on Cincinnati. The Las Vegas Raiders starting the fourth quarter in Indy territory, down 17-13. So Tua got it to Devontae Parker. That's a first down. Drive keeps going. But as long as you stop them and, the clock keeps going, time is against them. Time is against the Dolphins. So, I mean, I hope Joe continues to go off too. We need them to win. And I will say that, yes, the Titans have done a great job against Jalen Waddle so far. And Tua's going deep. And right on cue goes to Jalen Waddle. Right on cue. And we said that Tua had some issues going deep. Wow. I said I needed Jalen Waddle to kind of hit about 64 yards. He just picked up 45 there. Probably the biggest play of the game for Miami. And now they're going to do it again. Flea flicker to Tua. And behind the ball's loose, but Miami hops on it. as number 95, Petco got the hit on Tua. While they did a wildcat with Gaskin, gives it back to Tua. Here comes Petco hitting, causing the ball to come loose, and the Titans just could not hop on it. But a sack on the play by Petco. Yeah, that is very fortunate. And they tried to go to Smythe. So Autry, Landry, and now Petco. So I want to say that's 4 sacks on Tua. And I think what happened was the fumble by Tua. I don't know if they credited somebody with the sack on that situation. I'm going to have to find out. They're saying Tua's been sacked 4 times, but I only see 3 from the Titans. So we'll find out who they credit the sack to at some point. Tua going deep again. And now with 10:25 to go, will they go for it or they will kick? And it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 11 here with 10:25 to go. And, of course, Vegas just scored, and they're up 20-17 on the Colts. So Vegas up 20-17 on Indianapolis. And they're going on 4th down. Went for Devontae Parker. No flag on the play. And Devontae Parker is ticked off that there wasn't a flag, and the Titans will get the ball on downs. And a flag is thrown late, which they're going to probably call unnecessary roughness on Parker. The rain is continuing to come down at Nissan Stadium, so they're going to call a penalty on Devontae Parker for basically arguing with the ref. So the Titans get the ball on downs. But again, touchdown Raiders on 4th and 2. Derek Carr to Hunter Renfrow, 11-yard touchdown. And the extra point is good. So it is Vegas 20, Indianapolis 17 with 11:18 to go in the 4th quarter. So things are getting very, very interesting around the rest of the league as Cincinnati battling down 4 going into the 4th quarter against Kansas City as they have a 1st down at their own 32. And Vegas up on Indy. Excuse me. But I will say, one thing that Tannehill has not done is turn the ball over, although they've come close once or twice. So, Titans 17, Dolphins 3. We'll be right back in just a second. And we are back.
As we look back at it, he was bumped before he was out of his route.
Well, he definitely had an argument.
And I just saw something come across my news feed. Antonio Brown basically leaves mid-game, abandoning the Buccaneers against the New York Jets. He takes off his jersey, throws it in the stands, and left mid-game against the Jets. Basically quitting on his team. Told you, Antonio Brown's the head case. That dude is not completely mind right up here at times.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 62, reported as an eligible receiver, was covered up. It's illegal formation. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's on Aaron Brewer. Let's go back to the play.
He's at the top of the screen. He goes to make an in move. Watch the grab of his left arm and the contact that happens before the ball gets there. So it is pass interference. But now watch his reaction as he says something to the official.
Yes, CJ. Kansas City still stuck at 28. I'm shocked about that too. And I mean, now that I saw the play, yeah, Devontae Parker had a case because that could have been clearly pass interference. I'm glad the refs didn't call it. But Devontae Parker definitely has a gripe. He has a case. I like those justice equality hats that I've been seeing him wearing. I may have to get me one. Titans 2nd and 10. The penalty was declined on the illegal formation. And Foreman, almost broke another one. If Foreman could break it, he's gone. But he picks up, I think, 9 on the play. And he's closing in on a 100-yard day. And it would be nice to get a victory when he rushes for 100. And, they were talking about it, saying that the weather, this could be perfect condition. And if you take a look at Foreman, if he doesn't trip up here, there's still some green ahead. And now they're going wild Foreman. A wild Deontay Foreman. Foreman breaks away. Foreman's breaking away. Hold the ball. He does. First down, Titans. Deontay Foreman. I would say a king cat, kind of a King Junior cat, and that is a big pickup. First of all, good vision by Foreman, and then he had nothing but green ahead. If Xavier Howard doesn't catch up to him, if that's Derrick Henry, that's a score. I will say he does not have Derrick Henry's speed, but he does have Derrick Henry-like power. So Deontay Foreman, 21 for 129. 21 carries, 129 yards. And Dontrell Hilliard trips up. Like I said, Derrick Henry comes back. This is a nice two-headed monster. We're going to have with Foreman and Henry, and really a nice three-headed monster if you kind of add Hilliard / McNichols. And, I mean, this is his third 100-yard game as a Titan this season. In his first 3 seasons, he had no 100-yard games. He has 3 this year. Hopefully get our first win with him over 100. And it is caught. Touchdown Titans to Tannehill to Anthony Ferkser. Touchdown Titans. And they may have just clinched the AFC South with that catch. What a play by the Tennessee Titans. Oh, that was nice. Ferkser with a big catch, and we needed every bit of it. And that is a touchdown for the Tennessee Titans. And honestly, I think that puts this game pretty much away. Touchdown Titans.
Tighten up. Let's get tightened up.
It's a brand new dance, and we about to go
24-3
live.
Titans
Tighten up, Nashville.
as they are cruising to the
Push your
AFC
tighten
South
two step,
Championship.
Step to the right, then you tighten two step to the left. Blue jerseys everywhere. Game face, yeah, we got it on. Sticking out our chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Countdown. It's about to get rough. Here come the train, y'all. Tennessee, tighten up.
Tighten up, let's get tightened up. Tighten up, let's get tightened up. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong.
Tighten two step to the right. Do the tighten two step to the left.
Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Kong. Okay, all right. Titans got your hands all night. All right. Okay. Titans gonna win anyway.
First down, come around, we bout to shut them down. We bout to knock some heads, bout to shut them down. Titan fans stand up, we bout to shut them down. They all up in our house, we bout to shut them down. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Titan, shut them down, shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. We gon' shut them down.
Tighten up, let's get tightened up. Tighten up.
Today has 129. And the ensuing kickoff after the touchdown pass to the tight end in the end zone.
Wow. And so now next Sunday, there's going to be a couple of games on Saturday as they end the season. And then we'll have a lot of games on Sunday. And we're going to see Titans, Texans next week. It could be for the number one seed in the AFC as Cincinnati has went ahead. Cincinnati has scored. They are now leading the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28. Vegas up on Indy 20-17 with 11:44 to go. A long time to go, but Kansas City are struggling. They were up by 28-14. They're now down 31-28 as Cincinnati has scored a touchdown. And right now, if Tennessee go ahead and finish off Miami and Kansas City falls, the Titans go back to number one with a chance to clinch the top seed next week. They'll be playing for the number one seed next week. And Cincinnati will win the NFC North as well. Tua trying to go for Jalen Waddle. Incomplete, just drops it. 3rd and 8. The Titans have done a very good job on Jalen Waddle, with the exception of that long pass play. And usually what has been a problem down for the Titans has been a money down. They are 2 of 10, Miami 2 of 10 on 3rd down, and they have been mostly 3rd and 9 and 10 and long pretty much the whole day. 3rd and 8. Tua going. He's caught. Parker gets it, and it's a 1st down. And Tyrell Lockett says, they are who we thought they were. Dolphins haven't played anybody. That's true. And the Chiefs are still stuck on 28. But it's the Chiefs that are ahead. I mean, it's the Bengals that are ahead right now. And with 4:03 to go in the fourth quarter in Indy, it is Raiders 20, Colts 17. Dropped by Duke Johnson.
Wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs for the Dolphins have 21 drops. Actually, 22. That was the sixth most in the NFL. Waddle had
Wow.
moments ago.
Dolphins have had the dropsies, and it continues today. Mother Nature definitely in effect in this game. But Danico Autry worth every money. I believe he has 9 sacks on the year. 6.5 to go. And Hooker trying to possibly get there and almost pick off Tua. He should have had a pick earlier in the game. And it sets up third down. Harold Landry with 12 sacks on the year. Danico Autry with 9 on the year. Another 3rd and long for the Dolphins. They went to Gesicki. He's short, so it is going to be a 4th down coming up. And once again, if you are paying attention to other games, right now, Vegas, the Raiders are up on the Colts 20-17. It is a 4th down coming up for Indianapolis. And in Cincinnati, Kansas City, 1st and 10 at the Bengal 33. They are down 3. That is going to be a shootout to the end. 4th and 2 for the Dolphins. Going long, incomplete, and the Titans will once again turn the ball over on downs. The Titans stop them again, and this defense is legit. And it looks like the Titans, they're going to clinch the AFC South. 24-3, Titans ahead. It looks like it's party time in Nashville. Gotta find some happy music as the Titans are headed to an AFC South championship. Mark something, what's up?
First and 10 on downs. Deontay Foreman got away for one.
All right, we are back.
And then hit on the play after a gain of 2 by Wilkins and Baker.
Pickup of a couple of yards. Timeout.
The game down to about the 42-yard line of Miami. Timeout taken. Dolphins.
Dolphins take a timeout. And to get everybody up to date, it is still 31-28. Cincinnati up on Kansas City, and Kansas City just kicked a field goal. So it is a tie ball game in Cincinnati, 31-all in Cincinnati. Also in Indy, it is tied at 20-all with 2 minutes to go in that game. So a lot of interesting football games going on today that does involve the Tennessee Titans. So after the timeout, 2nd and 8, and they're going to continue running Foreman. Sets up a 3rd down. Another timeout by the Dolphins. Deontay Foreman having a whale of a game. 23 carries, 135 yards, and a score. I mean, Tannehill hasn't had to throw the ball much. Didn't need to. With a running game, you don't need to. But the Titans about to shut the door on the AFC South. And now 3rd and 4 for the Titans. Give to Foreman again. Kind of runs to his own guy. Loses a yard. And timeout Dolphins, so they'll punt the ball. And that's fine. Rain is still falling in Nashville, as well as temperature dropping. But Tannehill with 2 touchdown passes on the day. Both to Ferkser and Swaim, who are trying to step up in the absence of Michael Pruitt, who may have broken his leg earlier in the game and pretty much probably is done for the season, unfortunately. And then, of course, Deontay Foreman with a touchdown run. Tannehill, of course, 13 of 18, only 120 yards, 2 TDs. I said he wasn't going to throw. I had him under 244, and I figured he was going to be under that. And the Titans are going to punt the ball, and I don't blame him. Brett Kern has pinned him inside the 10 3 times, and Kern is down. And I think they may get a 1st down out of this, because remember, it was 4th and 4. Was it a running into the kicker? And they call a roughing the kicker on Miami. So not only do the Titans keep the football, wow. They sure did take a shot. I mean, that was a shot. So now, not only does Miami not get the ball back, the Titans get the ball, 15 more yards, and continue to wear the clock down because the Titans have the Dolphins have no more timeouts. So no more timeouts for the Dolphins. So the Titans can now just milk this clock away. Dylan Radunz in at left guard now. Nice tackle by Christian Wilkins.
He could return as early as next week, which will allow him to knock some rust off. And if the Titans can lock up a playoff spot here, it would give him some extra time. And Bryce, what a scary thought for opposing teams, a healthy and rested Derrick Henry for the playoffs.
Absolutely. And they just said it. Derrick Henry has been working out. Looks like he could return as early as next week. It's been 9 weeks. And now you may have to deal with a Henry and a Foreman at the same time. I think a lot of teams in the AFC are like, oh no. I mean, the Titans could be in an advantageous position, Zach. Thank you for that. And I guess I should give congratulations to you as well. Y'all completely blown out the Jags. And right now, 2 games, the Raiders are tied at 20 at the Indy 48 with a minute to go. So they're trying to get in the field goal range and possibly win this game and kick Indy possibly out of the playoff picture. And Tannehill just trying to run and burn some clock, and he stays in bounds, so the clock continues to roll. Smart play. So right now, Vegas trying to get in the field goal range under a minute to go, 20 all. And Cincinnati tied at 31 with Kansas City with about 5 minutes to go. So they keep it going. 3 minutes to go. Zach, thank you for that. And I'm going to have to see what y'all's situation is. I got to see what's going on with New England. I think y'all can clinch a playoff spot. Yeah. So right now, Zach, I'll have to give, the devil their due. Congratulations to y'all as well. Congratulations. Y'all just clinched the playoff spot because Miami's going down. Y'all have won. So congratulations. Y'all clinched the playoff spot. We may be seeing y'all again. And now Randy Bullock could be on for a field goal and probably a nice clincher. And Cincinnati is down inside of the Kansas City 25 at the 24 with a chance to maybe add some more points. Bullock, kick is up. Kick is good. And that puts the icing on the cake for back-to-back AFC South Division championships and back-to-back 11-win seasons. And they'll have a chance to go for 12. New score, Titans 27, Dolphins 3, as the Tennessee Titans have pretty much put this game away. It's time to celebrate, y'all. The Tennessee Titans are AFC South Division champions back-to-back years. And their third straight trip to the playoffs, 2 back-to-back double-digit winning seasons, and back-to-back division titles with 1 game to go. So it will not be a win-and-in situation next week. It could be a win and we clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So we're definitely going to see what happens next week. But next week, we are definitely playing for home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
When the American Football League was alive and well. Kansas City and Cincinnati, we told you, are tied at 31. The Titans will win back-to-back division titles.
And right now, they're reviewing the play in Indy. It's 3rd and 10 at the Indy 48. We'll try to see what's happening there. Also in Kansas City, Burrow got sacked. And it's picked off by David Long Jr. Yeah, keep going. We got to take a look at this. This could be a pick six for the Tennessee Titans. Let's see. Ball. Yep. It was not. Dad. But it is an interception. So they will not call it a pick six. They will not call it a pick six, but it is an interception for the returning David Long, and that's basically the exclamation point on a tremendous dominating victory as some backups get in the game. Logan Woodside is in at quarterback. Yep, in this situation, no need to play Tannehill. No need to play Tannehill at all in this situation. A.J. Brown, no need to play him. So let Logan Woodside get a little action. So the Tennessee Titans will win the AFC South back-to-back years in a row. And Vegas is in field goal range. Vegas is in field goal range after they've reviewed the play. Indy with a timeout. So Vegas has a chance to defeat the Miami Dolphins. So it looks like it wouldn't have mattered today anyway. The Tennessee Titans. That's right, y'all. The Tennessee Titans are AFC South division champs. I'm going to go ahead and call it now. AFC South division champs. Get ready to celebrate, Nashville. Get ready to celebrate, Titan Nation. We are AFC South division champions, and we are bound.
Rough, here come the train, y'all. Tennessee tighten up.
Tighten up, let's get tightened up. Tighten up, let's get tightened up. Sticking out my chest, beating on it like it's King Cow. Sticking out
Tighten two steps,
division champs, baby. And we did it without Derrick Henry for half of the year, but Derrick Henry definitely helped us get there. We are division champs, baby. I know there's about 2 minutes left, but it's a pretty much a foregone formality that the Titans are going to win the division.
First down, come around, we about to shut them down. We about to knock some heads, about to shut them down.
And right now, Vegas is closing in on beating
They all up
Indy.
in our house, we about to shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down.
And Cincinnati trying to punch, knocking on the door, trying to punch their ticket to the AFC to the playoffs as well. They're 31 at the 2, and they're trying to finish off the Kansas City Chiefs. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be playing for the #1 seed next week. We will be playing for a chance at the #1 seed. Win, and we have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The road to the Super Bowl will go through Nashville.
Second down, come around, we about to shut them down.
Oh my God, what a feeling this is. Oh, this feels so good, y'all. And Dontrell Hilliard breaks away and another exclamation point. Why not? Another touchdown for the Titans. Another touchdown for the Titans as they celebrate the division championship. Touchdown Titans. Dontrell Hilliard, 39 yards, and already another exclamation point on this game and an outright devastating loss for the Miami Dolphins. Great block by Radons. Great block by Lawan and Jones. And Dontrell Hilliard just takes it to the house. Icing on the cake. It's party time in Cashville. Dang! It's a party. Titans 34, Dolphins 3, and it is OV. And oh, what a beautiful feeling. We are AFC South champs. We are in the playoffs.
If the Bengals win and the Chiefs lose, the Tennessee Titans would be tied for that record at 11-5 with Kansas City, and by virtue of their win earlier this year in this stadium, would be the number 1 seed, and all they have to do.
And also, to add icing on the cake, Vegas has defeated the Indianapolis Colts 23-20, so it doesn't matter. The Titans would have won the division anyway. And as Pete Pranica would say, hammer, nail, coffin, this baby is over. It's over. But we still got one more goal. We still got 2 more goals in mind. Get the number 1 seed and get to the Super Bowl. And I have a huge bet on the line that if the Titans get to the Super Bowl, I can win over $500. And because I bet on the Titans getting to the Super Bowl way back before the season even started. And then if they win the Super Bowl, I could win another $1,300. So I could be on my way to a very nice payday, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it feels good. So right now, just keep them in bounds. So the Raiders have beaten the Indianapolis Colts 23-20. Ah, nice. The Rams came back to beat the Baltimore Ravens, but Baltimore covered. A destruction. Ah, this is beautiful.
Because of those personnel changes and those differences, but see Taylor Lewan getting crazy on the sideline, trying to get the fans into it. But how about these Dolphins? You know,
the Dolphins could still have a chance at the playoffs, but Tissue Bandit, what's up with you, man? Bengals just went up on Kansas City. And this tight defense, if they keep playing like this, I don't know who could stop them.
Next week, Miami will in South Florida. With the face mask defense, number 95. 15-yard penalty out to the end of the line. With the 8-8 record. And we've given Tennessee the win. Miami will now drop and be in the hunt. The Colts are winning last week, Chet.
So right now,
so the Las Vegas Raiders have gone to 9-7 and hold on to the second to last wild card slot in the AFC.
So now with the way things are going, the Titans could be in that number 1 spot. The Raiders are now in if things happen. The Colts would be that wild card, that last wild card with losing.
7 consecutive losses for the Dolphins. A lot of teams would have unraveled at 1-7. This team got tighter, closer, and better. Their defense led the way. Their quarterback was throwing at a high completion percentage.
And right now, the Bengals are in the red zone. They're 31 at the 1. They're probably going to milk the clock down and try to finish this game off. And the Titans have won the division. It is over and official. Yes, Zach, we did do it. Celebrate, y'all. The Titans are victorious again.
Titan fans stand up, we about to shut them down. They all up in
And now I'm gonna keep y'all on some bonus coverage. They're playing Kansas City, and they're playing Kansas City and Cincinnati. They're looking to see. They're saying that Cincinnati did not get in with Joe Mixon, but Kansas City cannot stop the clock.
This gives me more likely a chance to win because you're going to actually take this down, take a timeout as the Bengals.
So right now the Bengals and the Chiefs tied at 31, and with a minute 15 to go, and of course they're going to take it down to about maybe a little, probably a little under a minute, kick the field goal, go up 34-31, although about 40 to 50 seconds is way too much time
But you never want to give the ball to
for Kansas City.
Rodgers. But when you
That's the only problem. 58 seconds to go. Cincinnati's going to kick the field goal. They're going to go up 34-31, and then Kansas City gets the ball, and you do not want, and unfortunately, we're giving Kansas City way too much time. 58 seconds could be an eternity for Kansas City. So right now, the Tennessee Titans have a chance, possibly at the number 1 seed. So I'm giving y'all some bonus coverage of Cincinnati, Kansas City. It is tied at 31 right now. Again, the Tennessee Titans have defeated the Miami Dolphins 34-3. They are AFC South Division champs in the playoffs, 11-5, but a lot left on the outcome of this game that we're listening to now, Kansas City and Cincinnati, and they're going for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal. But they're probably trying to see if they can draw them off sides. This is a risk. Mixon, did he get in? They marked him short, but there's a flag on the play as well. This could be a monumental mistake by Cincinnati.
it's a matter of whether or not Kansas City gets the ball. Because you'll kick a field goal here, and you took more time off. If you're Cincinnati, it's not the worst thing if Mixon got in. Because then you're going to kick the field goal. But if Mixon doesn't get in, wow.
There were fouls by both teams during the play, holding.
Oh, Cincinnati got bailed out. Oh, they got bailed out. Cincinnati just ran a play on 4th down. They ran a screen. Looked like Mixon was trying to get in. He did not get in. Let's take a look. And oh, it looked like he was in. But they had offsetting penalties, so they replay 4th down. They're going to replay 4th down, and if I'm Zach Taylor, you kick the field goal. Oh, my goodness. I would kick the field goal, too. This is a very dangerous situation for Kansas City. I mean, and now a flag in the end zone. This is probably, if Cincinnati loses this game, Zach Taylor is going to look like the dumbest coach in the world. And they may have called pass interference. Cincinnati might have got bailed out again. And Cincinnati gets bailed out again. And now and this is the worst thing. What happens now, Cincinnati gets 4 more downs, and they could basically milk the clock even more. Wow. Oh, Cincinnati is getting away with highway robbery. I would have to tell my brother this. I mean, look at this. They could have kicked the field goal, and Joe Burrow took a shot. And he's limping a little. I'm like, Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow has to come off, so now Brandon Allen, the backup quarterback coming in, this might make Zach Taylor look like the dumbest coach in the NFL. You have a chance to kick the field goal. See, Cincinnati now playing not to lose. They're playing not to lose. I'm like, most coaches would have kicked the field goal in that situation, and you take your chances. So what they're going to do, they're just going to go ahead, kneel the ball, kneel it down, and kick the field goal, which they probably should have done that already. But I think Zach Taylor was playing not to lose. He better thank the refs for bailing him out. But this was probably right, because if he fumbles a snap, that could be disastrous. And now with 2 seconds left, he spikes the ball. They get to kick the field goal, and the Tennessee Titans could be playing for the number 1 seed. But the problem is for Cincinnati, what happened to Joe Burrow? Could there be a major injury? So Cincinnati, they get bailed out twice by the refs. Again, they got to kick the field goal here. 20-yard attempt for the division for the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Cincinnati Bengals are AFC North champs, and the Titans will be playing for the number 1 seed in the AFC. The Titans are number 1 in the AFC. Today is a great day for Titan Nation. So Cincinnati just clinched the AFC North. They are in as well. And the Titans are now number 1 in the AFC and have a chance. All they got to do is beat the Texans, and they have the number 1 seed. For Kansas City, they would have to win and hope that we lose to the Texans. So if I'm the Titans, you may not want to rest anybody. But congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. They are in the playoffs as AFC North champions. Their first time winning the North in quite some time. They get the North. Baltimore lost. And now the Tennessee Titans have a chance at the number 1 seed next week. So now the Titans, number 1 in the AFC. Cincinnati has moved up. And Kansas City is now number 2. But Cincinnati got bailed out twice by ref calls. But the question is for the playoffs, what's up with Joe Burrow? So now a lot of people are like, what's up with all the AFC teams not in? But now a lot of teams have clinched now. Buffalo is in. I believe New England is in. A lot of spots have been clinched. The Titans have clinched the division. We're number 1. Kansas City at 2. Cincinnati at 3. And they could go up to 2 if they win and Kansas City loses. Buffalo at 4. And they are in the driver's seat for the AFC East. New England in at 5. And now Vegas and Cincinnati are playing for those last 2 spots. So 2 spots are left. And remember, Pittsburgh plays later tonight. Chargers play in a bit, so a lot still to go on. So the Titans have a whole lot to play for next week. Titans division champions, 34-3. Post-game will be coming tonight. We will find out exactly what the scenarios will be going into next week. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. It's a beautiful time to be a Titans fan, and we are division champs back-to-back, and we got to party. Good night, y'all. I will see y'all for TNT post-game. Make sure y'all share this show out. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Good night, y'all. Thank you, and God bless. Tighten up. God is good all the time. And we are in, baby. See y'all for post game.